Getting to find a senior advocate, at what time we should be joining. When you are joining a senior advocate, make sure that the advocate fits in your expectations. Today, we are going to discuss about something which will be really helpful to upcoming lawyers and new interns. So, what is that we are going to talk about? Getting to find a senior advocate with whom you can practice. When to find a senior advocate, at what time we should be joining, whether is it after completion of the law degree or during the course of study, whether it is during the final year of the course or after the completion or getting the certificates. Okay, let's first clear it all. First thing we'll have to have in consideration is that when you are joining a senior advocate, make sure that the advocate fits in your expectations. Well, that might sound like crazy, like people might think, how will that be possible? When we are looking for a senior advocate, how will we know that who fits in for us? So, whether it is the working environment which we are gonna go, or whether the senior which we are gonna work with, or is it our colleagues, it totally depends upon what choice we are gonna make. All the new entries should have in mind two things: what they expect out of the profession and what they wanted to achieve. So, when we are looking for a senior advocate, we should make sure that he is someone who will be guiding us, who will be encouraging us, and who will definitely be backing up us when we are in a doubt or a confused situation. There are few methods by which we can find out who will be the suitable person for you. First thing, when you are looking for a senior, make a list of 15 people from your locality. Out of the 15, you can shortlist and bring it to 6. And when you find out the 6th person whom you think you can have a work with, just make sure you get their appointment prior through phone or by visiting them in person or either by mail. When you get ready, make a set of queries and write out all your expectations which you wanted to meet, or you can ask them. When you visit the senior advocate, make sure that you ask your queries and clarify your doubts, and before that, have a resume of yourself. When you bring out your resume and you submit that to them, they'll get a basic idea of where you did your schooling, your college, and how you did your LLB course. Whether it is a 3-year LLB course or a 5-year LLB course, it doesn't matter. What matters is that how and in what way you want to do it. There will be a lot of clash. People will outright ask which law you are practicing, whether it is a civil law or it is a criminal law. Other than that, people don't ask anything more because they haven't been exploring this. So, as a legal student, as a upcoming lawyers, we should understand what we should be doing. There are few mistakes which people make, that including I did. We wait for an enrollment or we wait for a bar exam before joining a senior advocate. That's totally wrong. It's because the moment you step into your final year, you should start searching for your senior. Once you start to search for your senior, you'll get to have the perfect clutch of what you want in the profession. If you wait for your enrollment or if you wait for your bar exam, you're exactly wasting your time. So, how to avoid it? So, after filtering out this list of names, try to visit the senior, get to talk to them, and ask your queries. You can have a judgment or you can assess what they are actually up to by getting to know what their answer is for your questions. Once you feel satisfied that this senior will work out with your nature of thought and your process of working, definitely you can request them to take you in. There are law firms where there are requirements for juniors and there are overflowing number of juniors in some offices. So, irrespective of whether the senior has loads of work or less number of work, you should first check yourself and you should have a self reflection about you and what you will be doing in this profession. There are times when you will get paid in a good number and there are times you won't get a pay. So that totally depends upon where and what you work in and exactly the state where you are from. The nature of work given and the pay which is paid in nearby state, like I'm from Tamil Nadu, and if you are from Kerala it will be different, and if you are from Karnataka it will be different. So you just can't compare with the pay which is being paid to your friend who's from Delhi with that of what you get in Chennai. Assess your environment, and you should get to know what sort of work the senior is getting, whether he is dealing with civil cases or he is dealing with patent works or copyright or company work or labor or taxation or anything related to criminal work. You should first get to have a basic idea of what they are dealing with. So once you get this idea, you should make sure that the senior gets quite number of work. There should be an inflow. If you are getting to engage yourself in a very small office where there are only few number of cases, that will be something frustrating for you because there won't be any much work to be given for you. So what we should do, if you are a person who is waiting for your enrollment, or if you are a person who has got his final consolidated mark sheets and awaiting for enrollment, or if you are a person who is awaiting for the bar examination, so what you should typically do is that you should get yourself into the office and start working with the basic clerical works. Once you start to learn with the clerical works and how the filings and procedures are being done, you will get accustomed to it. Make sure one thing, you won't be given with the case right away, and you won't be asked to appear in a case and argue the matters. So it is a step by step process. So when you get yourself attached to a senior when you are in your law school, it will be easy for you. So if you are treated less in sense, you won't be given with a pedestal, or you won't be treated as a king there. So obviously you are a worker there, and you will be given with a minimal respect. So when you work with them, make sure that you change your mind, you just adjust with them, and you set yourself there. So once you start to work with the lawyers during the weekends of your final year, or either after the completion of your law school, it will be easy for you when you actually get to clear your bar examination and finally get your certificate of practice, so that you don't feel any much less than the other persons who are working there. So this is what you should be doing when you are entering into a senior advocate's office. So there are three ways by which you can get a senior advocate's office: either through your own efforts, or through your business and family contacts, or through your professor's recommendations. So these are some ways by which you can filter out the best and perfect one for you. So you may ask, is there something called best or perfect? So it is totally depend upon the individual. To me, I searched out the senior by my own efforts, and then through my social contacts, and then I went for the recommendations through the professors. So I tried out all the streams by which I can find out a good senior for me. The first and foremost thing you should know is that the date of enrollment is where your experience starts to count. So what do you do before that? So if you are a person who haven't enrolled yet, you started to work in a senior's office, don't feel bad. Though it is not taken into account, it will be a pre-training session, and it will mold you up. It will really help you, and that's how you bring up yourself as a better person, as a better advocate in the future. So this is what I really wanted to tell and share with you. Do not waste your time getting to sit and have a look whether when is your enrollment date or what we should be doing. Getting to wear your gown is really a pride, and it is something we all want to do. But before that, we should know how to get ourselves into the office and how to attach ourselves to the work, and that's how the process begins. So let's wait, show your patience, show your dedications over there, and that's how you'll be identified by the senior. So if you are gonna get into a very bigger office, there will be definitely politics over there between the juniors and the clerks, and it will be a tedious task for you to get to manage it right away when you step into an office. So if you are gonna do that before your enrollment or right after your completion of law school, it will be easy for you to manage the situation by the time you get your certificate of practice. So Do not wait, just go, move in, find the person who is right and apt for you. So thank you so much for watching. Get to watch the other videos. Please do like, share and subscribe this video. Take care.